Good morning to our viewers, observers, and representatives online. Pleasant morning to all of us. Today we have to pre-bid 5 civil projects, namely completing Barangay Calumpang to Barangay San Vicente to Barangay Esperanza from Matalom, Barangay Calumpang, San Vicente, and Esperanza, Matalom, Leyte. Second one is completing Barangay Tagaytay to Barangay Himamara from Matalom, Barangay Tagaytay, and Barangay Himamara, Mahaplag. The third one is the completing Barangay Mabunga to Barangay Hinaguimitan from Matalom, Barangay Mabunga, and Barangay Hinaguimitan, Mahaplag. The fourth one is completing Barangay San Antonio from Matalom, Barangay San Antonio, Hilongos, Leyte. And the fifth one is the completing Barangay Imelda to Barangay Niño, Barangay Imelda, and Hilongos, Leyte. But before we proceed, let us first determine the committee in quorum. So, Mr. Secretary, can you start?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, to the committee, to the technical working group, and everyone else present this Good Friday. So, as a matter of procedure, please respond to the and raise your hand once your name is called, acknowledge your attendance, and will determine whether the quorum is established. For the Bids and Awards Committee, we have the chairperson, Imelda, present. Vice chairperson, Engineer Vicente is attending via Zoom. We have regular members, Engineer present, and Mr. Brgy is present. We also have one provisional member, Engineer Niño, present. For the technical working group, we have the assistant head, Engineer present. Members, Engineer Ramos is in attendance via Zoom. We also have Engineer present. And Mrs. Brgy present. For the Secretariat, there's only Engineer We also have PACSEC member for Civil Works, Engineer and one procurement staff, Mr. Mark Antonio. So, Mr. Chair, for this pre-meeting conference, 5 out of 7 members of the committee are present. One is via online, hence the quorum is established. And for the information of everyone, we have furnished observers, so we have provided them in writing, not done physically, but they can relay our live stream in our official website. That's all.
We thank you, Mr. Secretary. So please kindly enumerate the agenda for today's meeting.
So for this meeting conference, Mr. Chair, there are 4 agendas. The one will be a brief presentation of the basic contract data and discussion of the bidding requirements. So for the contract data, this will be discussed by Engineer Fernandez, and for the bidding requirements, it's discussed by Engineer Imelda. The second agenda will be questions or comments from our prospective bidders, in case there are any. The third will be other matters, and fourth, summary of results. That's what Mr. Chair.
We thank you, Mr. Secretary. So the primary purpose of this period conference is to clarify and address any questions from the readers regarding the technical and financial aspects of the project. We aim to ensure that readers fully understand that procuring entities requirements and are aware of any changes or amendments to the bidding documents. For those prospective bidders watching by live stream, please note that any statement made during this conference will not be by terms of the bidding documents unless specifically identified in writing as an official addendum proof of bid supplemental bidding. This period conference also serve as an opportunity for prospective bidders to seek clarification on any part of the bidding documents. However, all requests must be submitted in writing, and the bank will respond accordingly to the issuance of bid supplemental bidding. This will be uploaded to www.brgys.gov.ph and www.dpwh.gov.ph. So now the third floor for the end users to briefly discuss the basic contract data, including the project name, ABC, contract duration, technical specification, and other user specific requirements. And this is represented by Engineer Noel Corretes. So let us start now.
For contract ID 75 ID 71 with name contract based on the SALO issued by DPM with sub-allotment number of S525-02-005650. Contract name is completing of Barangay Calumpang to Barangay San Vicente to Barangay Esperanza FMR from Barangays Calumpang, San Vicente, and Esperanza, Matalom,
Check.
with a total appropriation of 15 million with approved budget for the contract of 14,924,847 pesos and 71 centavos.
Okay, copy.
With a total contract duration of 101 calendar days based on the approved program works. With a total dimension of 0.974 kilometers. Mention category of work for this contract is RCP for the roads construction PCCP with similar major categories of work for RRP and RCP.
Okay, thank you. And for request, to the members of the committee, any questions or clarifications about the said contract matter? None. So far as none, for the technical working group? None. So far as none. Also, let's go to the second project to be treated today, which is discussing materials by internal connectors.
The next contract, 25 IG 7072. The same from the SALO issued by UPM. Title is Completing of Barangay Mabunga o Barangay Hinaguimitan FMR, Barangay Mabunga and Barangay Hinaguimitan, Mahaplag, Leyte. Total appropriation of 15 million, approved budget for the contract of 14,924,929 pesos and 51 centavos. With a total contract duration based on the approved program works of 145 calendar days. Same as the previous contract, its major categories of work is RCP with a total dimension of 0.95 kilometers. That's all.
Discussion project. So to my fellow members of the committee, any questions or issues? We just discussed contract.
Completing of Barangay Tagaytay, for the contract ID 25ID 0072. The contract name is Completing of Barangay Tagaytay to Barangay Himamara FMR, Barangay Tagaytay and Barangay Himamara, Mahaplag.
So any further questions? And so for the technical working group, any additional? So far as none, thank you for your presentation. So let's go now to number 3, which is the completing of Barangay Mabunga to Barangay Hinaguimitan, part of Barangay Mabunga to Barangay Hinaguimitan. We will now start with the committee.
For this contract, 25 ID 0073, from the SALO, its title is Completing of Barangay Mabunga to Barangay Hinaguimitan FMR, Barangay Mabunga and Barangay Hinaguimitan, Mahaplag, Leyte. With total appropriation of 15 million, a total of budget for the contract of 14,924,847
just discuss contract. So for example, tingin ng Niño, so for example, so let's move the whole project, which is completing ang barangay sa Niño, ang barangay sa Niño, and the state. Then is that ang nagpunitas.
For contract ID 35 contract name of completing Barangay San Antonio, Himamara, Barangay San Antonio, Hilongos, Leyte. We have total appropriation of 15 million. The approved budget for the contract of 14,924,368 pesos and 82 centavos.
Okay.
With a contract duration of 92 calendar days, with a major categories of work RCP with a total dimension of 0.90 kilometers. That's all.
So any administrative questions, just review the contract. And okay, so for example, typical Niño, also so let's go to the fifth one. Completing Barangay Imelda, Barangay San Niño, Farm Master, Barangay Imelda, Barangay San Niño, and this is again by Hilongos, we now start
For this last contract from the same issued by PM, the contract name is completing of Barangay Imelda to Barangay Santo Niño, Barangay Imelda and Barangay Santo Niño, Hilongos,
Okay, check.
with the appropriation of 20 million, with the approved budget for the contract based on the program works of 19,898,599 pesos and 67 centavos.
Okay, check.
The total contract duration of 136 calendar days.
Okay, check.
Major categories of work is RCP with a total dimension of 1.017 kilometers.
Thank you, Your Holiness. For my members of the committee, any questions, suggestions, or additional info, so just review the meeting project contract. So far as done, nakikita ko po. So far as done, thank you, Your Holiness. So thank you for the committee review. So we now proceed to the next item. This is in the Hinaguimitan, either with the head. Please lead the discussions on the meeting departments.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For this project, we will be using the 6th edition as Philippine bidding documents. I would like to briefly discuss the toll bill system for the bid submission. Number 1, technical component. This includes documents such as Brgys registration certificate, platinum membership, DPWH license for civil works, statement of ongoing contracts, statement of SLCC, and a computation of net financial contracting capacity, FCC, among others. Number 2, financial component. This includes documents such as bid form, bid price, the BOQ, summary of bid prices, detailed estimates, and cash flow by quarter. Additionally, Class B documents may be required for joint ventures as well as bid security, project performance, and the omnibus sworn statement. I would like to emphasize that the bid security must be valid for 120 calendar days.
Thank you, Imelda. So, Mr. Secretary, for bidders participating online, how will the bidders raise their respective concerns and clarification?
So the bidders may raise any concerns, clarifications, or any part of the bidding documents, Mr. Chair, to our email, which specifying the invitation to bid, at least 10 calendar days before the bid submission.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And also next week, we have one pre-bid conference for alternative postal services. So that's for the network. That will be on April 23. So far, that's all.
So to reiterate, any clarifications or request for interpretation of reading documents must be submitted by the RBAC unless 10 calendar days before the bid submission deadline. Responses will be issued to a bid bulletin, which will be made available to all those who have secured the bidding documents at least 7 calendar days before the submission deadline. If there are supplemental bulletins to be issued, Bank Secretariat is facilitate the preparation and ensuring posting the DPWH and Facebook websites as well as the hospital's place within the office. So if there are no further questions or clarifications, may I hear a motion to submit? Is there a second? So any objection? So far, hearing none, this meeting is hereby adjourned. Again, good morning and a blessed Good Friday to all.
Bumili ka na. April 20. Padya.
Pero